What's up, friends? Will Reynolds here for another Wasteful Wednesday, where I find a little thing that I've seen in some PPC accounts, share it with you so you can drop those CPAs and be the hero that we all know you are. Today we're going to talk about names. Names are a problem, especially with your brand. So what happens is in certain verticals, especially in things like insurance and banking, where people have large retail locations, where people are looking up the names of the people that work at State Farm or Wells Fargo or whatever. They might search for their banker, they might search for different names of people that are in the bank. That's way different than trying to get somebody to sign up for a checking account. The intent is different. Let me go show you what it looks like when a brand does not negate out the names. Let's go. So I searched for Wells Fargo and Betsy Duke, and you can see Wells Fargo has an ad. Now this one's really out there because it's in Spanish. I don't know why I'm triggering Spanish ads. However, the most important thing here is I'm looking for information about Betsy Duke at Wells Fargo, and this isn't going to be the right ad to get me there. This is actually an ad about their checking accounts. I couldn't recreate this one, so I wanted to show you that when I search for Wells Fargo and James Quigley, I'm getting another Spanish ad. But like I'm looking for this person, something about this person. And this happens all over the place. So if I look at Liberty Mutual and I just type in the name Amy, look at all these suggestions Google has, right? And you can see these different companies, insurebetter.net, Bruce Boydart. These folks are showing up, paying for clicks, and I'm probably looking specifically for a person here, right? And then I see the same thing here with State Farm. I looked at somebody local to me. Make sure you keep in mind these addresses. I talked about that before. Vince Oveka, and you can see that when I search for it. There's no ads here. Cool. When I go to that second page, ads. I know some of you are going, Will, do people really search for the word Mike or Vince? And it's like, I don't know, but every time I've checked a client that looks like this, yeah. And by negating those names, next month CPA looked a little bit better. And when you stack up all these Wasteful Wednesday tips, you end up being the freaking hero. So my recommendation, as always, don't believe a word that comes out of my mouth. Pull your own data. Pull your data, look for the top names. So if you find you're not a fan of the CPA and the return on investment for those name queries, go ahead and Google top 5,000 names in the United States or whatever, and just negate all of those. All right? Save yourself a little money. Be back next Wednesday. See ya.